Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to today's math lesson. Today, we're going to be talking about solving word problems again. So let's look at our I can statement. Our I can statement says, I can represent and solve addition and subtraction problems within 20 with unknowns by using equations with a symbol for the unknown number to represent the problem. What I'd like to do before we get started with our word problems is I'd like you to get out your notebook and a pencil, and you're going to solve these couple review problems with me. So go ahead, if you need to, pause the video, grab a notebook and a pencil, and join me. Alrighty. First problem we're going to do. 12 plus unknown equals 20. So this is one of those missing add-in problems. Now you can see I used a box for the unknown number. So 12 plus unknown equals 20. I want you to write that at the top of your notebook page. Alrighty, so now we're going to solve it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use circles to solve this problem. Okay, so the first number of circles I'm going to draw, and I'm actually going to make mine dots. I'm going to draw 12 dots. Okay, so I have 12 dots. Now, I want to get to 20 dots. So I'm going to count on until I get to 20. Now, if you forget, you shouldn't forget how many this is, but if you do, I suggest you write in the numbers, okay? So you write in till 12. But you should know this is 12 by looking here. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to count on to 20. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I know mine kind of aren't super organized, but you're going to count. Let me change my color. You're going to count the blue dots, right? Because these are the red dots are 12, and you're going to count the blue dots to see how many you added to get to 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we added 8 blue dots to get to 20. So 12 plus 8 equals 20. So you should add something similar on your paper. You could have drawn circles for the number 12. You could have drawn squares for this number of what you're adding on, but you want to keep them separate. So you want to make sure that they're either two different colors, or you do big circles for the first number and little circles for the second number. Because especially as we start getting more and more on, we're not going to be doing circles as much. So as you get into higher numbers, we're not going to be doing circles. We're going to be doing more open number line, base 10 blocks, that kind of thing. Alrighty. So let's go on to the second one. The second one I'd like you to do is 18 minus unknown equals 16. So 18 minus unknown equals 16. So as you can see, the unknown I used was that square. So that square, that box, is my symbol for the unknown number, just like in our I can statement. There's a symbol for the unknown number. So 18 minus unknown equals 16. Now to solve this problem, I'm actually going to use an open number line, because I think when solving this missing change, which is that second missing number, for subtraction, it's so much easier to do an open number line than to do circles. So, this will help you when you're in second grade too. Okay, there's my open number line. Now, since it's subtraction, as you can see here, right? I'm in subtraction. So, am I going to start over here and count on and hop on? Or am I going to start here and hop back? That's right. Okay. Don't forget, this is where you start. Whoop. Let me change my pen size. This is where you start, right? These are the hops you do. And this is where you're going to, okay? So we're going to start over here because you're subtracting at 18, okay? Then we're going to count and hop till we get to 16. I'm going to go one hop backwards. What's one less than 18? 17. And I'm going to hop one more. What's one less than 17? That's 16. Now I'm not going to write 16 here because that's not what I'm missing, right? I'm missing how many hops I did. So then what you're going to do is you're going to count the number of hops you made. So I made 2 hops. Backwards, I did 2 hops backwards to get to 16. Okay? Now what you need to grab is your Big Ideas Volume 1 workbook. And you can turn to page 27. So you're turning to page 27 of your Big Ideas Volume 1 workbook. So this says use linking cubes to model the story, but you can always use counters. So like my kids, I know you have beads, so you can always use different things to count these objects, okay? It says there are 6 bunnies and 3 hop away. How many bunnies are left? So there are, oh, Mrs. Cooper, those aren't good bunnies. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now 3 hop away. Bye, bunnies. 3 bunnies hop away. How many bunnies are left? Right, if you wrote out that equation, it would have been 6 minus 3 equals unknown. And there are 1, 2, 3 bunnies left, so that equals 3. Okay? You could have had something like this next to your barn or at the bottom of your barn. All right, let's go ahead and let's turn to page 28. Okay. So page 28, we're going to look at this example real quick. Oh, got mad at me. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Well, I'm not going to wait for it, so I'm just going to do it on Seesaw. Okay, so this example says you have 4 Unifix cubes. Okay, right? You take 1 away. This is the one you're taking away. Okay. So what would my equation look like? That's right. My equation would look like 4 minus 1 equals unknown. Then you could draw a picture. So you could draw 1, 2, 3, 4, take 1 away, and how many are you left with? 1, 2, 3. That's right. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Okay. Let's look at the one, let's look at number 1 under show and grow. Okay. Okay. So this says there are 6 monkeys. You should be looking at it in your workbook, so I'm not going to draw this. There are 6 monkeys. 2 monkeys jump away. How many monkeys are left? Now, there are 6 monkeys. 2 monkeys jump away. How many are left? So my equation would look like this. I have 6 monkeys. 2 jump away. And they want to know how many are left. Okay, how many are left after those 2 jump away? So I can go ahead and I can draw my 6 monkeys or circles. Remember, you don't have to draw the actual monkeys. I'm going to take away 2 because this is how many I take away. Oh, and subtraction. You only draw the first number, right? You don't draw that second number. You only draw the first number. So I drew my 6 circles. And now I'm going to take away 2. And then how many circles do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 monkeys left, right? So I know there's only a subtraction equation in your workbook, but I want to see a strategy on your seesaw work and in your workbook. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's do number 2 together as well. The one with bananas. I'm quite hungry. It's been a long day. I could use some dinner, but I like some bananas instead. There are 8 bananas. A monkey eats 5. I wanted to eat 5. How many bananas are left? So there are 8 bananas. A monkey eats 5. How many bananas are left? Okay. In subtraction, you only draw the first number. That's right. You only draw this first number. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then that monkey ate 5. Oh, I'm so jealous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's double check. I want to make sure I crossed out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 8 minus 5 equals 3. Now this is to solve it with pictures. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing and solve 8 minus 5 equals unknown. So 8 bananas, monkey ate 5. How many are left? I want to do this with an open number line. It's good practice. You can always give me 2 strategies. I think that's amazing practice. Remember with subtraction, okay, this is where you start. Addition too. These are the hops you do. And this is where you want to end up. This is where you're going to. This is where you want to hop to. Okay? Alrighty. So this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to start at 8. Okay? And I'm going to do 5 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to double check, I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then I'm going to count on the bottom backwards, right? So 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. One more. 4 minus 1 is 3. There, your answer is 3. So as you can see from this problem, as well as the other problem, they were the same answer. They both equaled 3. This strategy equaled 3, and this strategy equaled 3. Alrighty, so before I leave you today, I just had to grab a stool real quick. I'm going to go over your seesaw activity with you, okay? Alrighty. Sorry it's a little dark on my face. It's a little late today. Okay. All right, seesaw. Okay, so you're going to be solving take from word problems. So just like this was that example, right? 6 Unifix cubes, you take 4 away. How many do you have left? I drew out squares and took 4 away and was left with 2, and I counted them. So I showed you exactly how to do it. I want to see strategies. There are 5 tigers, okay? 3 tigers leave. I want the equation, the answer, but I also want to see a strategy over here, okay? Maybe that means that you do it on a separate piece of paper and you put it on top, or do it right there in your workbook and then put a strategy in your workbook and then upload it right here onto Seesaw. These pages, so for you to follow along, that example is on page 28. So the example is on page 28 of your workbook. This one is on page 31, which is in the directions, but I'm going to tell you now. That's on page 31, and this is on page 32. So if you need to know, just look on page 31 and 32 to do this activity in your workbook. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye, boys and girls.